Hello everyone, Miss Durr here. Today we're going to be reviewing the standard RI.K.1 with prompting and support, ask and answer questions about key details in a text. But first, before I can ask a question, I need to know, what are questions? What is a question? Questions are sentences that are asked to help learn more about something. Questions also use question marks. Questions begin with words such as who, what, when, where, why, and how. Asking questions. The reader asks questions to learn more about the text. Answering questions. The reader listens to the text to learn the answers to a question. Next, I am going to read a text to you, and I want you to listen very carefully so you will be able to answer questions about the text that I read. Plants. Plants. A plant is a living thing. Plants can be big or small. Some have flowers. Others grow fruit. Most plants start as a seed. The seed grows roots and sprouts into a seedling. A seedling is a young plant. A plant needs water, sun, soil, and space to grow. Plant seeds can grow in pods, like in peas, on the inside of the fruit like lemons, or on the outside like strawberries. Flowers make a sticky powder called pollen. Birds, bees, and butterflies pollinate flowers when they go from flower to flower. Now I'm going to ask you some questions about the text that I just read. I want you to think about the question and then pause and have a conversation with your family member to answer these questions. My first question is, what is a plant? What do plants need to grow? Explain your answer. You're doing really good. Now let's see how well you can answer this next question. What is the sticky powder flowers make called? Where do plant seeds grow? Do you remember? How do birds and bees help plants? Explain your answer. How do all plants start? For the next part of this lesson, you are going to need a pencil, color pencils, markers, or crayons, and crayons. You're going to use this worksheet to do this lesson. You can download this worksheet from your teacher's webpage, and if you don't have access to a printer, just get a blank piece of paper, and then I'll just walk you through the steps. First, answering questions. You're going to read or listen to the text about plants, then answer these questions. First, you read the question. Next, you write the answer. And then finally, you illustrate your answer. First question is, what is your text about? Get your finger space. Text about Now, can you complete this sentence for me? What was your text about? We're going to answer is, what is one thing you learned about your text? One thing I learned is plants have seeds. Now the next thing I need to do, boys and girls, is illustrate my fact. So I always begin with my pencil. So I'm going to draw seeds. Now that I've completed my illustration, I want to make sure that I've done everything that I'm supposed to do for asking and answering questions. First, did I read the question? What is your text about? My text is about, did you answer that question? Fill in the blank. And then I used my writing stoplight. Did I have a capital letter at the beginning? I have space in between. Punctuation at the end. My next question is, what is one thing you learned about your text? One thing I learned is plants have seeds. And then I used my writing stoplight again. And the last thing I needed to do is illustrate my text. I illustrated by drawing a plant, drawing roots, and a flower, and some seeds that have been planted so new flowers can grow. How did you do? Well, everyone, that concludes our lesson for standard RI.K.1. With prompting and support, ask and answer questions about key details in a text. If you have any questions concerning this lesson, please contact your teacher on class tag. Bye.